guys, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever this video is meeting you. I want to talk about the why, what, how, and where about business. I know a lot of us don't know a lot of things about business. Before you start a business, there are certain questions we need to ask, and a lot of people make the mistakes of not asking themselves that question. A lot of people feel like, okay, you have 20,000 naira, you just use it to start a business, or you have 30,000 naira, you want to just use it to start a business. No, there are what, why, and whom, and where we questions that we need to ask ourselves, that we are not asking ourselves. Maybe that is why a lot of businesses fail. That's why a lot of businesses have setbacks, and there are not there are no outcomes of those businesses. Because, like, for example, what, let's start from the beginning. Number one is what has to do with what is the kind of business that you want to do. Do you understand? What is the specific business that you want to do? Are you started Do you want to start a tomato business? Do you want to start a a school? Do you want to start a church? Do you want to start raising a church? Or what kind of business do you want to start? Now, I know a lot of people say a church. Yes, a church is a business, because even Jesus said, I will go about my father's business. So and you need to understand what kind of business am I going to do? And as Christians, as believers, we need to ask, what kind of business does God want me to do? Because, like we say, God is not an author of confusion. He's not a man who will just tell you just do this and then it won't work. We are Christians. We need to work by the guidelines and the principles of God. So we need to ask ourselves, what is that business that God has called you out to do? The what? And a lot of us don't ask ourselves that question. What has God called you to do? What kind of business? Is it in the music industry? Is it in the finance industry? Is it in banking and finance? What kind of business has God called you to do? If you understand that, then we get to how. The question is, how are you going to start? What the how include what are the basic necessities that you need in order to start the business? How will you start the business? You start your business first with writing your business plan. If you want your business to last for the next 10 years, 20 years, ask yourself, how long is this business going to last? How long? Because you don't want to just start a business and at the end of the day it fall out in the next 2, 3, 4 days. So you ask yourself, how am I going to come about this business? How much do I need to start up a business? Am I going to borrow a loan? This kind of business I am starting, is it a business that when I borrow a loan, I can recover? When I borrow a loan to start the business, I will recover in the next 1 year, 2 years, 6 months, and be able to pay that loan. There are certain business that you need to understand how you are going to run the business before it even begins. You need to understand the market strategy of that business. You need to weigh it. If this is the kind of business, I want to start this business. Is it a business I'm going to spend 1 year on? Is it a business I'm going to spend 2 years to acquire interest? Or 3 years in order to acquire interest? Am I acquiring interest? How long will I have to stay in this business to be able to acquire my interest enough to pay off my loan? How am I going to get the funding for my business? Two is the who. The who comprises one, your competitors. First of all, the who comprises your market. Or better still, we say your audience. In this kind of business I am doing, who are my audience? Who am I marketing this business to? Who needs this service I am providing? Is it going to be beneficial to a family, individuals, underage? Who and who? Is it a business that